Hello makers, and welcome back to Making with Miss Dobras. Here I am with my pal Sunny. Sunny girl, she's a girl, and she is 12 weeks old today. All right, today she's going to help me introduce a project on how to make a cootie catcher, which is kind of funny these days to say that. But I call this my intro to origami lesson, and this lesson is specifically for my younger students, kindergarten, first, and second graders, who need some to learn how to fold. Oh gosh. Okay, this is specifically for my younger students, kindergarten, first, and second graders, or anyone who just wants a really easy paper folding project. And this will help you get better at folding paper so that you can start to do real origami. So today we're going to learn how to make a cootie catcher. All right? These things were around when I was a kid. Oh gosh, Sunny likes it, and they're really fun. And I always introduce this for intro to origami because it's a fun little toy you can make. But also, once you figure out how to make a cootie catcher, you can learn how to make an origami spinning top. And these are spinning tops, and they spin. And they're really fun to make. So today we're going to learn how to make a cootie catcher, but our next lesson is going to be on how to make an origami spinning top. All right. Oh, okay, Sunny, off you go. Okay, before we get started, let's do our mindful moment. Anytime you're calming your body down, whether it's to start your work or start art or to get yourself out of a bad mood, it's good for you. So for mindfulness for our class, we do 3 deep breaths. So do it with me now. Put your hands out in front of you. You're going to breathe in through your nose, and you're going to breathe out through your mouth, and you're going to try to breathe slow and calm, and slow yourself down. Ready? In through your nose, out through your mouth. 2 more. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Last one, waterfall your fingers down. All right, now we're ready to begin. Okay, so let's do this. And this lesson is for my younger students, mostly my kindergarten, first, and second graders. But I know from experience that all kids love to make cootie catchers. So it doesn't matter if you're in 3rd or 4th or 5th or 6th or 7th grade, you can still make a cootie catcher. And just know, while you're making these, you are improving your folding skills. And that is going to allow you to start to make all kinds of cool origami. If you want to make cool origami like this octahedron or this Shinobi cube, you have to get good at folding. So fold all kinds of projects. It doesn't matter how simple it is. The more you fold, the better you'll get. This is a cootie catcher, and it has numbers on it. And what you do is you ask someone to pick a number, and the person says, okay, number 2. And then you put your fingers in, you open it 1, 2. And then they have to pick a shape. So here they might pick a purple heart. So then you get to put a secret message under the purple heart, all right? It says, "You rock." Now, as you can tell, in the inside, on the outside, there's 4 squares, and I put the numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4. And on the other side, there's actually 8 triangles. And on each triangle I put a different shape. And I also played around with color. I put a rainbow. So my kindergartners have been learning about shapes this year. So this is a great opportunity to practice all your shapes. And also you can play around with color. As you notice, I did a rainbow color. So here we have an orange circle, a yellow triangle, a green star, a blue rhombus or blue diamond. I threw in a blue oval. I don't know if you learned that one. Purple heart, and a pink rectangle. So you can put any shapes you want. You don't have to put shapes, but I just thought it would be fun since I know the kindergartners were learning about shapes. All right, and once you get this, you put your fingers in. You put your thumb and your finger in, and you open and shut it. And then again, you can hide the secret messages. So let's see what else I said. I said, wash your hands underneath 1. Let's see, if you did the purple one, it says you rock. Okay, we already saw that one. If you picked the red triangle or the red square or the orange circle, it says, eat your veggies, eat your vegetables. That one's from me. And this one says, you are awesome. So you can put your own secret messages there. But this is a really simple way to take one piece of paper. All you need is a piece of paper and some markers. And you can make a fun toy, and you can spread some positivity with your secret messages, okay? Let's keep it positive in there. Only put positive messages in, okay? All right, let's learn how to make one. First things first, all you need is a piece of paper and some markers or colored pencils. And this paper is a rectangle, but I'm going to show you how to make a rectangle into a square. So you take this corner and you fold it down to the bottom, all right? And then you're going to be left over with this edge, and you're going to want to cut this edge off, okay? So I'm going to put some marker dots along this line just so you can see it. You don't have to do this, but we're going to cut off this part. Okay? So, again, we just folded the point down to the line. We matched these lines right here. And we're going to cut this part off, and then we are going to have a square piece of paper to start with. Okay? I'm not used to using kid scissors. Anyway. Alright, it doesn't have to be perfect. So this one you can save for another project, or you can recycle it. So now we have a square piece of paper. And it's already folded in half, which is great because that's our first fold. So we're going to take, I'm just going to go over it. It's always a good idea to crease your folds, okay? And if you don't have a perfect square, you can always fix it a little. Just going to make that a little bit better. All right. So you fold it in half, and then you take we fold it in half again. All right. Now, I don't know if you can see, but we can tell that there is a center point, and it's important. We need a center point. I'm going to put a dot there. And if you are younger, you might want to put a dot right in the center so you know where the center is, because we are now going to take each corner and fold it to the center. So I'm going to take this corner and fold it to the dot in the center. And I'm going really slow, and I'm taking my fingers and I'm pushing them out each to the side, and I'm going over my creases. I'm going over my folds. I'm not rushing. I'm going nice and slow. See, I'm making sure it gets to the point before I fold it down. Right? See how I'm using my fingers? I'm not just taking it and slamming it down with my hand. I'm not doing that. I'm taking it really slow. I'm going to the point. I'm using my fingers, and I'm pushing out from the middle to each side. I'm going over it nice and slow. So I know my students, and sometimes they rush and they fold really quickly, but origami is all about folding slow. So then you have this, if you did it correctly. Now if you messed up, don't throw this away. It's just paper, just refold it. Like say I did a messy fold like that, right? That's not the best fold because I didn't reach to the middle. So I'm just going to refold it. It's just paper, okay? So please don't waste your paper. All right, so now I have this. Now this is a key thing. I'm going to flip it over. Boom, flip it over. All right, and now I don't know if you can tell where the center is, but I'm going to put the center dot back on. I could kind of see it through, but you need to know where the center is. And then you're going to do the same thing. You're going to take each corner and you're going to go to the center, just like we did. Now again, go slow, make your folds nice. If your folds aren't great, just redo them. This is a pretty forgiving art project, so if you don't do the perfect fold, it's still going to work. All right, so one thing I want you to notice, there's shapes here. So there's 4 squares on one side, and then on the other side, there's actually 8 triangles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if you have 8 triangles on one side and 4 squares on the other, you are ready to go. So I start with the squares, and I take a marker and I put one number in each square. Okay? This is our cootie catcher. So we put the numbers on the squares, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 numbers on the 4 squares, and then we put our shapes. So now is the fun part. You get to fold this up and you get to write whatever messages you want on the secret messages, okay? And then, like I did here, remember that? Wash your hands, you rock, you're awesome, eat your veggies. Okay, so we're going to do that. Now I'm going to show you the last move here. You have to take it to the side that has the 4 squares. And what you're going to do is you're going to fold it in half, okay? So you can only see 2 on each side. And I'm going to fold it in half. I'm going to press it down, okay? And then I'm going to open it back up and I'm going to fold it down the other way. So I'm doing the same fold, just the other way, okay? So it folds this way and this way. Now this last part, if you're younger, you might need help from your older brother or sister, or maybe your mom or dad or grandma or auntie. But you can do it too. So you want to put your fingers, your thumb and your index finger, into the numbers. And the first time is the hardest because you're trying to shape it. So, and then you have to stick your other thumb and index finger in the other side. And it takes it a while for it to, sometimes you have to fold the insides to make it stay in this shape. But once you get it in this shape, then you'll really have it going on. All right, so watch this. So someone picks, okay, you pick, what do you pick? 3? So 1, 2, 3. And then you look in and you say, I pick the yellow triangle. And so you open the yellow triangle up, and that's where you put your hidden message. All right, these are old school cootie catchers, but the thing I love about them is, for me, this is the introduction to starting to do real origami. And an origami spinning top will be the next video. And I'll show you different ways to make origami spinning tops. And if you're really good at origami, there is some much more advanced spinning tops that you can make that spin really well. All right, so that's all I have. Practice making a cootie catcher. So that you can practice your folding, so that you can start to make more and more origami. And then someday, you know, you're going to be making origami cubes, Sonobi cubes, and you're going to be making octahedrons. So if you want to make this stuff, you got to get better at folding. So start folding. It doesn't matter what kind of project you're folding, as long as you're folding and focusing on making nice, clean folds, you're going to get better at it, okay? So if your first one doesn't come out great, just do it again. Practice, okay? Have fun. See you next time.